Pop Squat, coming at you. Hey everybody. Decided to do this song because a number of people have recommended it. It's RXKNephew, American Terrorist. And I couldn't really find like a bio for RXKNephew. And am I saying that right? Or is it supposed to be Rack or Rec Nephew, something like that? Because people are using X to be different letters now. I'm going to say RXKNephew until you guys tell me differently. And I'm really curious about this because I see it's almost 10 minutes long, and I had to Google it to see, like, okay, is this like a full album? Is this actually a single track? What's going on? What can I find out about this guy? And found out, yep, this is apparently over a 9-minute song. And I saw he had actually a write-up in the Washington Post back in January, and they mentioned something about this song, and it got me even more interested. So I have a little bit of information about it. Basically, that he started out writing this song really angry about basically America, and then by like the third or fourth line, he was just having fun with it, and it sounds like he contradicts himself a lot in this. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I even based on the description, I kind of already have a sense of kind of what the goal of this song is, even if maybe he didn't know what the goal was, or like what he's saying with it, even if he just feels like he's contradicting himself. Anyway, we'll get into it. I haven't listened to any of it so far. I don't even know if my speakers are set correctly right now. But let's just go. I know this is already long. Somehow the last video I talked for a half an hour for a 3-minute song. I'm not going to keep doing that. That's just crazy. But we'll see how it goes. I just talk as much as I talk. So there you go. RXKNephew, American Terrorist, 9 minutes 44 seconds. Let's go.
They say Jesus was a nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
they say his mom was a virgin. So when he was born, they told him he was sent from God. So he started going to village, helping the people, and they killed his ass. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Good. They killed Jesus for helping the people. That's why I ain't got patience with people. In the Bible, God dealing with Eve. They say God didn't deal with the devil. That's the reason Job had sores on his feet. That's the reason Job lost his house. That's the reason Job lost his kids. I'm reading the Bible like, what is this? Adam made Eve off of one rib. They made the world in 7 days. So Adam and Eve had 1,000 kids. Cain and Abel, they fell out beefing. Me and my brother, we fell out beefing. They said cocaine, that was on the tree. What if Adam would've never fucked Eve? Why Eve made that nigga eat that? That's why I don't eat a bitch food now. Job lost his whole fucking family. They said God gave him 100 cows, like 200 horses or something. How the fuck is that worth my kid? What I did to deserve to go through this? Let me get this right. This because of Eve? Okay, I'm full with Adam, but I beat the shit out of Eve. How the hell they live at the forbidden tree? Somebody show me the forbidden tree. I believe God, but I ain't too religious. How the fuck they really got a picture of Jesus? Name one person who was alive with Jesus. How the fuck they telling me I need Jesus if I need Jesus?
Yep. So I am not religious anymore, much to my mother's unhappiness. I am very much an atheist. I was raised Methodist, so it was a Christian religion, but Methodism, I couldn't even tell you exactly what Methodism stands for. I don't know. But yeah, the Bible is just a collection of stories, and that's all it is. And the fact that it was factually, you can look this up, you can find this information. It wasn't written until hundreds of years after this Jesus of Nazareth existed. And I'm not saying whether he was or wasn't the Son of God, because it doesn't matter. But there were no eyewitnesses still around. People don't live hundreds of years. I don't care what the Bible says. The fact that I think I've said this before on here, the fact that the Fellowship defeated Sauron doesn't make that a true story. It's just a story. Same thing with the Bible. There are things in the Bible that make for excellent stories of how you should get along and treat people. And most of the Bible is filled with really wrong information that we should just not pay any attention to at all, and we certainly shouldn't base our entire society on it, especially here in America, where, I mean, Christianity honestly is out of control, completely bonkers out of control. And as you can see with things like the Supreme Court and the Republican Party and how far right they have moved and how they keep embracing those people despite the fact that we are exactly where Nazi Germany was shortly before Hitler got elected, and we really need to avoid that, and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I have no issues with all the stuff he's saying, because he's pointing out all the absolutely ridiculous things in the Bible that just do not make sense anymore. The best message out of the Bible is basically, like half of the 10 Commandments. I don't care about, don't have no other gods before me and all that crap, because it's pointless and stupid. That's just controlling and telling you not to worship Thor and Odin and Zeus and whoever else you may have worshipped, or the Earth Mother, or things like that. It's garbage. It's all garbage. I'm sorry if you feel otherwise, but guess what? That's just your opinion. This is just my opinion. I think the Bible is 90% garbage. Anyway, he has some great points in here. Yes, I agree.
Jesus, then where's Jesus? Or if I get shot, I'ma meet Jesus. So I gotta die just to meet Jesus. It's a fucked up world with fucked up people. The first religion, they worship the sun. They made some bullshit story about that. They said the sun went down cause of sins. The sun was never gonna come back. Every 1,000 years, it's a new religion. Unk in the street screaming new religion. Pastor got diamonds rocking true religion. Pray to who? You must be tripping. Bitch, I'm praying to my money rag. They said we living in Revelations. Vaccine got us mutating. So fuck it then, I'ma go take it. If the whole world start purging, my daughter gonna still have a Lambo. I'ma have 1,800 guns, 30 Audis and 20 Camaros. They said the world was ended 2012. I was selling crack in 2012. They talking about the calendar ended. 8 years later, a pandemic.
The world ends every single day when you fall asleep.
Swine flu, Ebola, COVID-19 was different. All of that shit was killing people. I ain't scared of that. Guns kill people. I ain't scared of guns. AIDS kill people. I can die in a car crash. How the fuck you gonna tell me I'm going to heaven? Please tell me when you talk to the dead. Who you met that came from the dead? Show me a picture and show me some proof. Explain to me why the fuck Benjamin Franklin stood his ass up on the roof. How he discovered something out the sky? If that's the case, T-Rex discovered it. If you ask me, this shit made up. I'ma loop the beat cause I ain't said enough. I ain't said enough. In school, I had a lot of questions. Wow, social studies teacher making up shit. All that shit was in their head. Who the fuck is Christopher Columbus? If he would've came to my block, talking about he discovered my track, his ass would've probably got shot. How the fuck I'm African American? Bitch, I'm American terrorist. 5th grade smarter than my parents. Grandma couldn't help with algebra. Grandma like, what the fuck is algebra? She like, that's a goddamn shame. Them people gon' keep making up shit, trying to keep you in the same grade. They trying to hide shit in a book. I was in jail reading books. OG teach me about real estate. Every landlord I know a crackhead. I'm in the hood with the slum lords. Grandma Jehovah Witness, no Christian. Jehovah Witness people move like a cult. They recruit people at their door. How you gonna force religion on somebody? How you change the Bible and tell it to everybody? Why Jehovah Witness don't like Christians? They fighting over Jesus' birthday. How the fuck y'all know Jesus' birthday? Who the fuck is that white man Santa Claus? They say that nigga was eating kids. Why would I let that man lie to my kids? Why would I go out and buy gifts and blame it on the nigga named Santa? Shit, a nigga climb through my roof, I'ma beat his ass in the head with a hammer. You eat my cookies, beat you with a hammer. Drink the kids' milk, beat you with a hammer. You like 100 something buying toys. Well, Santa never dropped me off a toy. Let's get back to Jehovah Witnesses. How the fuck all of y'all awake? How the fuck y'all church so small? But it's a million of y'all every day. Shit, religious people start to scam me. Shit, the government wrote the Bible. They knew who was gonna win American Idol. I never liked Simon off American.
Unfortunately, the government didn't write the Bible because it would be really obvious if the government wrote the Bible, because it would have like 7 million pages of disclaimers and footnotes, and no, it would be a mess. No, unfortunately, it's been written, rewritten, edited, re-edited. Books have been taken out of it. Books have been added to it, all by people down the centuries who were trying to craft a way to control people and to give them answers that they didn't have to think to get to. And that's the worst possible way you can live, in my opinion, because you have this thing in your head that is just fucking amazing. And if you don't know how to work it, you don't know how to think. And if you're raised in a church, I'm not going to name which one, any church, they hand you this book or these beliefs and they say, this is true. This is do this. Just believe this. Don't doubt. Like literally don't doubt. Don't think that there's any other option than this. This is what you're supposed to believe. This is the secret to life. Do everything this book tells you, but don't actually do everything the book tells you, because there's some parts of it that we don't agree with and we're not going to listen to. And you can eat bacon even though it says don't do that. But it's fine. That doesn't matter. But abortion, that really does matter. No, that isn't mentioned in the Bible. Neither is homosexuality. And in fact, if abortion is mentioned in the Bible, it's like, oh yeah, an unborn baby is in fact not a living, breathing creature, and so it is not the same as a born, living, breathing baby. And if someone kills a woman who's pregnant, you pay a fine. You pay a fine for the baby. Obviously, the woman's murder. Actually, I guess the thing is, if you accidentally cause someone to lose their baby, you pay a fine. That's it. It's not the same as having a child. And it's just... It drives me crazy when people say, oh, you should believe in God. And then my answer is always, which one? Are you talking about the Christian one or the Catholic one? Or, well, Christian is all the same. I keep saying that. Catholic one, Methodist one, Protestant one. Like, there's a billion different gods. Every single person has a different concept of God. And I know I've mentioned this in another video, but it comes up again because that's exactly what he's talking about. Like, here's all the shit that people tell you over the course of your life that is true. It's not true. It's just a story. It's just shit people hand down from one person to the next, and they don't think about it critically. Like, how does this make sense? It doesn't make sense. Jesus has nothing to do with Easter. Easter has nothing to do with Jesus. It's a pagan holiday. Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus. I mean, other than the fact that they co-opted a pagan holiday, and it's all absolutely ridiculous, and people think it's literally the inspired word of God. It's crap. It's all garbage.
I ain't really like how he talk to black people. How the fuck Flavor Flav still alive? Shit, before Kobe, before Debo, I respected his ass to up and down. I ain't got nothing against Flavor Flav. They said I was ugly as Flavor Flav. Now I got 20 hoes like Flavor Flav. Nigga dying for jury every day. They caught the nigga who killed Mo 3. How the fuck he get caught in less 3 weeks? If you ask me, that's a sacrifice. You ain't gotta be rich to pull a sacrifice. All the times on the block, bitch, I sacrifice. Put my pride to the side, bitch, I sacrifice. If that's the case, I'm Illuminati. How Takashi get out before Shotty? Why Jim Jones never went to jail? And he was talking about killing a nigga. Shit, that ain't my job, but that's conspiracy. All I know is niggas get locked for conspiracy. These niggas who...
Didn't Jim Jones die in the big kill-off that he did? If he's talking about the Jim Jones I'm thinking of, wasn't Jim Jones the Kool-Aid drinking, everybody die sort of guy? But maybe I'm wrong.
They be scaring me. They be wearing wires in their shoes. Asking questions, wanna talk to you. These niggas move like TMZ. On the regular day wanna question me. Nigga move like Vlad TV. These niggas look like Vlad TV. They getting indicted on Vlad TV. Homie got 5 years for a TV. So what the fuck they thought was gonna happen? They talk too much, they AR act. I always thought Cassidy was a hustler. Cassidy was my favorite rapper. Then I found out he wasn't hustling. Here with Swiss Beats to win, bro. Nigga thought Meek Mill wasn't gonna blow. I ain't never heard about Meek Mill until he ran with that CEO. I ain't saying Meek did the wrong thing, but he knew Ross was a CEO. Shit, nigga gotta feed his kids. I ain't never think Gucci was a clone. They're like, how the hell he got so skinny? When you in that cell shit, they feed you wrong. 3 meals a day, get a nigga right. 6-pack came from being hungry at night. Nigga came home, then he fixed his teeth. Then they changed the subject about a week. I'ma get on the beat and say what I want. I love stimulus and love Donald Trump. Auntie talking about 600 coming. It ain't 1200, but shit is something. I don't sit on my ass and live with my bitch. Just the other day broke out with my bitch. I'd rather go ride some shit. PS5 won't come out my lip. The Bible told you bitches is grimy. Whole Bible bitches was lying. They believe that a virgin had kids. I hope my daughter don't tell me that shit. Cause you ain't married and the baby ain't Jesus. Don't let of me cause I ain't G. My last bitch was an atheist. She talking about pulling tarot cards. She like, come on, Ness, let me tell you your future. I'm like, bitch, I'm off more Molly than Future. I'm like, bitch, I might die tomorrow. Why the hell you trying to be a fortune teller? She on Fashion Nova and she looking at dress. Her ass fat, but I ain't even notice. She take her time putting on low. I'm like, bitch, hurry up, cause I got a lick. They talking about pray before you eat. Bitch, you eating a dead animal. Bitch, you barely got vegetables. Everybody in the world is hypocrites. Donald Trump still gonna build that wall. MS-13 climb over the wall. Donald Trump can't stop immigrants. Lost my ID, I'm an immigrant. They pull me over like, what's your name? Bitch, I forgot my social security number. They asked about my mother maiden name. I'm like, I don't know, we don't know each other. Bitch, I'm on the rough Area 51. I stand in the corner and boot up. Bitch, I forgot where I parked my car. My last bitch like, who are you?
So I just saw a thing recently about Bill Clinton was on a talk show recently, and he said, "Oh yeah, when I became president, I really wanted to find out what was going on at Area 51, and it was pretty funny." And he basically said, "Yeah, that's just where they do testing with a bunch of like invisibility technology, which you've probably seen all sorts of things about already." He said, "I really wanted to know if there were aliens," and the scientists that he talked to said basically they fight over whether they think there's an 85 or 95% chance that there are aliens out there, because there's no way that there's a universe as big as our universe and that there aren't other intelligent species out there. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
I'm like, bitch, I want to get water. That movie ain't funny no more. Y'all know I don't like Will Smith. I used to notice on The Fresh Prince. Now this is a story all about how now his mother kids sucking dick. Now he's sad looking like how? Who the fuck raised these niggas? What scientists made these niggas? What lab these niggas come from? First time I watched I Am Legend, I cried. Especially the part when his dog died. Cause I feel his pain when you out in the street. And I seen another movie he was butt naked with.
I Am Legend, by the way, he was just talking about Will Smith in I Am Legend. The book is so much better. I read it when I was a teenager and had no idea that it's considered a classic of that genre of book. And the movie is fine, but it's not the book. The book actually has a point, and it's actually really affecting. It's very good. This is a crazy track. This is just a guy going off, talking about everything that comes off the top of his head as he sits down to write about this, and he's not wrong. He just is presenting it in a way that, like, he's just questioning all of it, which is absolutely 100% the right thing to do. Like, don't just accept what people tell you as the truth, because it may not be. It doesn't have to be true. It just is words until you figure out, like, is it true? Well, it's like the press says, trust but verify. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you think that. Great, I'm going to go see if that's actually the case. This is really good. And it's so great to see him thinking about this stuff and considering it, and like how nuts some of it sounds. Because it does sound crazy, and if you don't think it sounds crazy, you're not paying attention.
With another man in between the sheets. I'm like, hell nah, that's I Am Legend. I'ma fuck Jada too, fuck I Am Legend. Well, Jada Pinkett, if you hear this song, I'll fuck you good and you ain't gonna regret it. I ain't August Alsina, you don't need him. If he was real, he would've knocked out Will. Your kid's grown, fuck that nigga. He the reason that y'all son gay now. Big shouts out to Chris Brown. Will Smith should've took advice from Chris Brown. Jada Pinkett should've been on the news with both her eyes black and brown. Ooh, I looped it again. They say Jesus was drinking grape juice, I'm drinking gin. I used to think Snoop Dogg was tough. I hated niggas who acted tough. I used to love the chum bucket. I used to fill out the chum bucket. I been knew SpongeBob was a bitch, that's why I fuck with the chum bucket. Pull up looking like Plankton, nigga. Everybody hate that nigga. Cougar bitch, wanna watch Martin. Bitch, that shit ain't funny. I fuck with Hustle, man, more than him. Martin always stressing about a bitch. This whole world stressing about a bitch. It ain't even these bitches, it's niggas too. Cause the bitches move like niggas do. And these niggas, they move like bitches do. I don't even wanna get in the industry, cause if I do, I'm doing something crazy. I'm gonna fuck Keke Palmer, get her pregnant, and leave her single with a baby. Don't judge me, that's what Adam did. If Adam and Eve had 2 kids, once Adam got a taste of that fruit, he went to the left and found him a bitch. Cain and Abel was tripping anyway. Shit, they trying to kill each other with an axe. They put this shit all in the Bible, so you know damn well this ain't cat. They said it's 77 sextillion stars in the sky. I ain't even heard that number before until they told me that lie. I'm like, how the fuck, hold on, what's telescoping? What person count that with their eyes? When I was in church, I had questions. My grandma like, hold on, Vince, I got a question. They passed me the mic at the Kingdom Hall. I'm like, who told y'all it's the mini star? They told me don't question the Bible. I'm like, grandma, stop going to the Kingdom Hall. Them people ain't your friends anyway. Nigga doing Bible study trying to get pussy. Fake people bringing demons in the house. How the fuck y'all throwing water around our house? How the fuck y'all made that holy water? Let me get some of that so I can cook a quarter. How y'all say I'm evil for selling crack when I'm out here trying to feed my daughter? Where your money go? I don't judge you.
Yeah. How is it I'm out here? How it's evil for me to be out here selling crack when I'm just trying to feed my daughter? And the thing is, like, there are so many people, especially this type of person, who doesn't think that that's something that anybody should do. Well, Christ, if you gotta feed your kids, you gotta do whatever you fucking have to, right? Like, people are just so stupid when it comes to, like, oh, you don't have anything? Oh, work harder. Oh, yeah, that works, says the 52-year-old guy who's got no career. No, it doesn't work. We were told it was supposed to work. It does not work. The job I have now is a contract. I could lose my job literally tomorrow, and I have no recourse whatsoever because it's a contract. And even if I were employed full-time at a company, it would be the same thing. You have no rights as a worker. It is ridiculous. No wonder unions are coming back with so much power. I mean, and everybody should be happy about that because it's hopefully going to start to balance things out a little bit. The companies are out of control, and they just have so much money that we need to have money to spend money. Like, in order for there to be an economy, we all have to have money. Sorry, it drives me crazy. It just drives me nuts.
How y'all say I'm evil for selling crack when I'm out here trying to feed my daughter? Where your money go? I don't judge you. Them old church bitches be cool. In the past, they drive a brand new cab, but the church broke down and ragged. How the fuck niggas scam Cash App? They thought they was scamming Cash App. Well, Cash App scam Cash App. They got social numbers in Cash App. Why the fuck I gotta give you my social? How you know I ain't forget my social? Why the fuck I need a driver's license? If I crash, I'm the only one dying. Somebody else died, it was meant to go. Y'all the ones who put that shit in the Bible. How the fuck y'all talking about turn other cheek? We got killing black people left and right. I don't beef for white people, they good licks. My white bitch got good credit. I ain't never think Donald Trump a racist. Wanna talk to him, gotta have good credit. Wanna talk to me, gotta have good credit. Ours poppy a bitch, the whole hood said it. Make it good booty flat, Slither Man said it. Wendy Williams and Man Slither Man said it. Them big ass titties look dumb. Lil Kim face look dumb. Cardi B mouth look dumb. Bitch talk like she always chewing gum. Migos looking tough, they look dumb. Joe Budden told them niggas they was ass. He told that shit to them, dead in they face. He was probably high.
See, I don't have a problem with him saying this stuff. He's just not being very nice. Like, he's not necessarily wrong. It's his opinion. It probably doesn't feel very nice to Cardi B and whoever else he was talking about, except Donald Trump. Everything bad you can say about Donald Trump is probably true.
For 50 bags.
Yeah, this is a rant with your friends that you just... It's a circular going off talking about stuff that is messed up in the world, and like, how are you supposed to deal with it? And I think even as a song, it's very much in line with what I said at the very beginning. He's talking about all the things he's heard over the course of his life that don't make any sense to him, that we're all raised with in this country, and how it doesn't, if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Why is it like this? It shouldn't be. This is stupid. Just the way everything is organized, and it's based on 2,000-year-old or 250-year-old ideas that are so outdated. They don't apply anymore. Not specifically. Generally they do, but then there is a reason why they said to rewrite the Constitution every 20 years. It's because things change. Yes, we should always have freedom of speech. Yes, we should always have some freedom to have weapons, because that is the only way we can ensure that the government will not come for all of us. And even if they do, we're screwed anyway. They have tanks and nuclear weapons. We're not going to defeat them with handguns and long arms, and it's ridiculous. It's just absolutely stupid, and people just are masturbatory about their guns, and it's insane. And then the Bible, and like, oh, this is all real, and it's the truth, and it's the inspired word of God. No, it's not. It's just a book, and it's, even if it was at one point the inspired word of God, now it's been rewritten and edited, and it's garbage. It's just and it must suck to base your entire life, existence, reality, personality, morality on something that has some good points but is not all true or real or good at all. I mean, look at how fucked up religion is in this country, especially. It's nuts. It's absolutely out of control. There is a reason why we should have separation of the church and state, because religion is about belief, and pretty much anything else is supposed to be based on facts and reality and what actually is happening in the world, and what you can do and what you can prove and what you can't prove. And you can't prove God. In fact, if you prove God, God would in fact stop existing, because it is based on faith. Faith is belief despite the lack of evidence. Period. And the Bible is not proof. I just... yeah. I could talk about that forever, and I would just repeat myself over and over, because there's no out once you get into the loop of thinking about the Bible, because it doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Yep, good stories in there. There's some good ethics and morality in there, but I could shorten the Bible a lot, and it would be a much more effective book to worship. There you go. Yeah, this is good. This is just, like I said, this is just ranting at your friends, and it's all the stuff he's been told his entire life that he's now obviously questioning significantly, or has questioned in the past, and just said, garbage, 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 this is all garbage, get rid of it, stupid, dumb, why is this is pointless. Yep, I agree. And I think the world is better for everyone who questions things that they're just told this is the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that myself. I think I'll do a little research before I just believe you when you tell me something is just the truth. A good song. Yeah, I don't need to hear it again, because it just there wouldn't be a point, because I already agree with pretty much everything he says that's actually important. I don't care about Cardi B's mouth and whatever else he was talking about, but it's still funny. It's good. It's good. I'm sure I'll do some more stuff tonight, so you'll see more. Pop Squat. Checking. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a good time.